All right, race fans, sorry about that. We're definitely having some issues here tonight with the Coast to Coast Hometown Heroes on Tuesday night. We're going to jump right in here. Looks like we are running our heat races. Heat race, I believe it's heat race number 2. This is brought to us by Magnum Race Designs. This is Andy Piercefield. John Hines off tonight. His son had an accident on a bicycle. We think he may have broken an arm. We'll get an update on that a little bit later. Cars are getting ready to fire off here. Got Jeff Barker and GJ Boydell on the front row. And they fire off on the green, diving down into one. It's going to be Jeffrey Barker on the bottom, Boydell way to the top, Nick Vickery coming up the middle. He's going to try to split him down the backstretch. Boydell is going to pull away and lead it down into 3. They're running up against the cushion. Nick's right there with him. Good, clean first lap. Jeff Barker's having a little trouble. He's got up to the top now where he can run. The number 6 car, Corey Schartzer, got right up in there. That's a good-looking car. Got that Venom logo on the hood. Here they come around Boydell. Boydell out front. Schartzer gets around Vickery. Vickery's stuck down in the middle. He's going to get a little bit of a freight train going on in there as Flaro tries to get around him going down into 1. Oh, they get together and up into the fence. That's going to put Nick Vickery up there against the old steel barrier. 3 to go. Greg Boydell turning some nice laps right up there against the cushion. Schartzer's trying to run him down. 2 to go. They'll be coming down around for the 1 to go signal from our flag man. That'll be Jerry Clark up there on the flag stand tonight. Schartzer's right on him. They'll be coming down the backstretch. This is going to be a good battle. He dives it down to the bottom. He's going to try to cut it underneath Boydell. They're side by side coming off from 4. And Boydell's going to get the run on the top side for the victory. Nice job. GJ Boydell, Corey Schartzer, Jeff Flaro, and Steven Bixler, your top 4. Those of you that were with us last season at I-55 Speedway know that the bleacher bums from Extreme Speed TV, you can see there on the screen, that's our production truck we drove over here tonight. Seems to be John might have hooked up the electrical to the sewer line. Seems to be what the problem was, getting that broadcast to work. But we got it going now, and I just want to give a shout out to our new sponsor. Pabst Blue Ribbon has jumped on board this year. We're excited about that. We were having a hard time getting Roger to keep us supplied with beer up here, so we're much happier now with our new sponsor. All right, we're going to move into heat race number 3. So they're rolling around. Look at there, we got some love going out. Got the Pabst logo at least on there. We got Roger the Bassman on the outside of the front row. We got Pat Boyce on the pole. Randy Shreves and D.V. Runkle. And then Tim Chapman and Nathan Aldrich rounding out the field. Lights are off on Stephen King Foundation Pace Truck as we head into heat race number 3, brought to us by 21 Race Designs. Maybe the lights weren't off on the pace truck. Maybe the sun was in my eyes and I couldn't tell. All right, looks like they're off this time by. They'll pull the Stephen King Foundation pace truck in down in turn 3, I think it is, or turn 4, somewhere down at that end of the track. And we'll fire them off here. This is opening night of our hometown heroes here at our new hometown track. We're at Port Royal this season. Should be a great season. Looking forward to it. They're going to fire off on the green for this heat race. There's the green. They fire off down into 1. Boyce on the bottom, Craig on the top. Looks like Roger Craig's going to pull him down the backstretch. Roger Craig out into the lead. Nice to see one of our senior citizens out front there leading the pack. D-Bay Runkles trying to run him down. Oh, and we got a little bit of we got together there going into 1. Looks like the 41 car of Pat Boyce got the worst of that deal. Roger Craig hanging on to that front spot. Runkles right on him. Runkle dives it down to the bottom. The Bassman holds him off on the top. Oh, there's going to be a little rubbing. The Bassman hangs on to it down into 3. These 6-lap races, I think they flow right in there for the, let's just call it the more veteran of our drivers. Roger's one of our more veteran drivers. Runkle's right on his back bumper. So far, he's ran him what I would call semi-clean. Two to go. Oh, the Bassman left him an opening up top. He's going to have to set it up in there. Oh, which he did. Not sure what happened there. We had a technical difficulty with Runkle. We lost him. Come on, white flag. The Bassman. Oh, contact behind him. He is wide open. Come on. Come on, Bassman. You got him. You got him. Let's go. He's celebrating a little early, but he's got him. Great run. There we go. Roger Craig with the victory over Tim Chapman, Randy Shreves, and Pat Boyce. And that is an awesome, awesome run there. Somebody's probably going to want to get down there, I don't know, a little oxygen and some water for Roger.
Are you looking for an interview, Andy?
Hey, there's the Bassman. What a run, buddy. Great job out there.
Buddy, I've started this season out. I am hot. I won my heat and started on the pole last night in the Rebels. We won't talk about what happened after that. And then won this heat. I finished on the podium in the matinee. No, it was in the retreads division. So yeah, it's a great start to this season, and really excited to be here at Port Royal. You look at the parking lot; it is just jammed.
Yeah, I tell you what, when I was down there getting some ice on the beverages, I could see people were still coming in. So we got a great crowd tonight. Great start to the season. Hometown Heroes, it's my favorite night of the week. I'm excited to see these street stocks, and we gotta get the word out. These look like fun to drive, and we need to get some more guys out here with us.
I think the numbers will come. We haven't had this division in a number of seasons, and it was very popular back in the day. So I'm pretty sure we'll see the numbers, and hopefully we'll get more numbers. This isn't the only time these boys are out tonight. It's a double feature for them, because we'll finish the night off with our first Cash for Dash, or Dash for Cash, and it'll be the street stocks again with 40 laps later tonight.
Oh, right on. That'll be fun. I don't even pretend to know how the night's format's going to work. We're going to just kind of wing it here. I know we got some street stocks and we got some UMP modifieds, and I think we got some sprint cars, and then we come back with the street stocks. What a night. It's going to be a good night.
Yeah, it's an exciting season this year, Andy. As you know, the hometown heroes has always been very popular, but the Dash for Cash, every division will come in here for the feature show. It'll be a 40-lap feature each week, and every division will come in here for their makeup race for Charity Week. So it promises to be a real exciting season.
That's awesome. So, hey, Roger, congratulations. I know you're out there trying to run some laps, and Nick Vickery's wrecking you, so you don't really get to run a good lap, but that's okay. Get your car warmed up and get ready for that feature.
Yeah, it's like I'm like I'm on a pool table right now.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's congratulating you from that heat race win, is what I think they're doing.
Trying to crinkle the beer can here.
All right, Roger. Well, good luck to you, buddy. We're gonna what do we got here? We're gonna be moving right into the feature lineup here. Warm ups are completed, or maybe not. Maybe we're going more than 3 minutes of warm ups. Nope. Here we go. Here we go, and it is gonna start out like this. We got, man, all my stuff is just way out of whack. I need John here babysitting. All right, we got Zach Chapman on the pole in the 72 with G.J. Boydell on his outside. Roger Craig, winner of that heat race number 3 with Blake Chapman on his outside. Corey Schartzer and Tim Chapman in row 3. We got Andy Patton and Jeff Flero in row 4. Randy Shreves and I believe it's Malaki Smith are in row 5. Stephen Bixler and Pat Boyce in row 6. Andrew Smith, Jeffrey Barker, Nathan Aldrich, and Nicholas Vickery, and Dve Runkle bringing up the rear. Should be a good, heavily contested feature race. All right, we're going to run 20 laps with your coast-to-coast street stocks here tonight. Some of these cars, we haven't seen the street stocks here for a while. Got a few familiar wraps out there, and then we got some not so familiar wraps. So I know, Roger, that's a good looking wrap you got on there. Zach Chapman's got his ever familiar Scooby-Doo and the crew on there with that bright box logo. Got a little Coolray on the front. It was determined the last year at Hometown Heroes, the Coolray logo on your car was worth about 1/10 of a second.
I have to give a shout out to the boys in the shop. This car, they built it from the ground up after the 75 lap enduro last week.
Well, they did a nice job with it. That's a good looking car.
Hopefully it'll look like this when we're done.
I like that Mountain Dew car out there of Andy Patton. I'm going to go against my better judgment. I'm going to take the 20 car of Blake Chapman in this race. This year's winners do get to come up and watch me drink a Pabst Blue Ribbon if they want to. That's new. Here they go. They fire off on the green. Got Zach Chapman and G.J. Boydell down into 1. Oh, and Zach with a nice start drives right up to the top. Blake Chapman trying to make a move around the high side. They are stacked up there, 1, 2, 3, right bumper to bumper. Oh, and the bass man gets clipped. Oh, and it turns into a big old melee. First yellow, lap half. We'll call it lap half. Here we go, their Coolray replay. Roger got a little sideways. The 6 car of Charcher got into him, and then it was free for all back there. Oh, we had one up on its roof. Looks like Randy Shreves is going to spend the night in the pits. He had to get towed. Instant replay brought to you by Coolray Heating and Cooling out of Atlanta, Georgia. 108-degree heat index in Atlanta today. All right, we're going to get them lined up. I think you know me and the rules. That's why we usually have John up here with the rules. But I think if we don't get a full lap in, we go single file, is what I think we do. I like the way some of these boys have got some chrome on them cars. Them are some good-looking Camaros. These are, I think they're in the 80s, 1980 version Camaros out there. But they look like they got 2020 front ends on them. Blake Chapman in that M&M car, that's who I picked to win this race. We'll see if he can keep his nose clean, get up in there. Nothing else, I'll have some M&Ms. I think they have them down in a concession stand. Hey, if you haven't had a chance, reach out to one of the girls working the bleachers. Get your 50-50. They are 2 for $1, 10 for $5, and an arm length for $20. Pace car pulls in. That Stephen King Foundation pace truck pulled in on the backstretch. Zach Chapman will start this race for us. We do not have to wait for the green this time. He'll fire off. Once he gets out there past midway through 3 and 4, he can pretty much fire whenever his little heart desires. Here he comes. Got a nice roll. Down into 1. He lets it drift up to the high side. Boydell goes up there with him. Blake Chapman down around the bottom, trying to get a run on Boydell. Bringing the Flero car with him. He's going to pull back up to the top. Top seems to be the way around. Chapman's going to try it again in the middle. Boydell might have caught the fence a little bit there. Oh, looked like Tim Chapman might have got into Blake Chapman there for a little bit. I'm not sure if they're related or not. Well, at least they don't have to ride home together then. That's a good thing. Oh, Boydell. Good run there. Boydell's in second. Chapman's sneaking out to a nice lead right now. We're going to drop back in the field and see what's going on back here with my 20 car. He's dropped back to like 6th position. Let's go back a little deeper here and see what's going on with Nicholas Vickery. Oh, we got back there just in time for some collision. Oh, it was just a chain reaction. Looks like the 13 got up into the fence. The 87 lifted for him, and then it was just a chain reaction from there. Runkle and Vickery had nowhere to go. All right, we got 14 to go. What is that? 6 down. Back up front, we got Chapman, Boydell, Geez, old Pete's whole herd of Chapmans up here. We got Chapman, Boydell, Chapman, Flero, Chapman, Smith. I'm starting to think over here in Pennsylvania, maybe everybody's related to everybody over here. I didn't think we're that far south. Track's holding some moisture on the bottom. Maybe if we get a chance here. Hey, Nick, have you got a copy? What's the track doing, buddy? It looks to me like it's starting to try to get slick on the top. Ten four, thank you. Yeah, it looked like there's a lot of bite down low, but I don't see anybody making a run, so that makes sense. Those of you who don't know, most of these cars run small block Chevy configuration. These street stocks here um, usually have some type of a claimer rule, some kind of limitation on horsepower. Makes them very competitive, but it makes them very frustrating sometimes as a driver because it's really hard to pass. All right, we're getting ready. Stephen King Foundation pace car is in the infield. They'll fire off on Zach Chapman's go. Him and Boydell making up that front row. Here they go. Zach Chapman with a good launch. Oh, and the 37 of Tim Chapman jumps right up in there and takes second place from Boydell. Blake Chapman with a nice run on the bottom, trying to make that bottom work. He's going to battle going down into three. They're three wide. He moves up to the top. Going to try to follow Boydell around the Flero car. Jeff Flero down around the bottom there just can't get off the corner. Man, back in the pack a little bit there. It looks to me like we are 3 and 4 wide back here. We got Vickery and the 87. Who's Andy Patton's back there. We got guys all over back here. Vickery's trying to run the middle. Patton's trying to run the bottom. Little contact. Little Rubbins racing. Andrew Smith, they're 3 wide down the front stretch. A lot of action going on around the track. This is 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, all right here in a pack. Chapman, looks like Blake Chapman's going to elbows up into third place there, getting around Boydell. Boydell back on the inside. Going to wear some paint off that back bumper if he can. Chapman up around the top. You know, we talked to Nick Vickery earlier. It looks to me like the bottom's not as fast, but it's getting closer. It's evening out. But with these cars, it's just not going to get slicked enough on the top. Chapman up to the top of the 37. Chapman. We got Chapman leading Chapman and just in front of Chapman. That's our top 3. Oh, the 37 of Chapman has no left front tire. He's got some wobbling going on with that tire. He's got a mess going. That just shows you, though, that he doesn't really need it here. Looks like he's got a broken ball joint on that thing. Good battle as Blake tries to dive in underneath him, see if he can get a run on him. Vickery and Flero fighting for the same piece of real estate. We got 8 laps to go. Zach Chapman has pretty much checked out. Tim Chapman battling an ill-handling car with a broken left front. And then we got Blake Chapman trying to find a way around him, but just can't get there. Yellow's out. We got a caution. Oh, looks like was that Malaki Smith that got into the 200, it looks like. Spun him around up into the wall. All right, let's reset our lineup here. It continues to be Chapman, 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 Vickery, Boydell, Smith, Patton. That's your lineup. Nick Vickery's up to 4th. Nick has come from the 17th starting position. He is right now our hard charger of the night by a bunch. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have went against our in-car reporter. Nick, you think you got anything for him? Yeah, it was. It's too bad they're not all related. That could make for some interesting dinner time there if one of them would happen to. The one thing that's interesting, I don't know if you can see it out there on the track, but Tim Chapman's left front's got a broken ball joint. Um, it's wobbling like crazy. That wheel's kind of laying over. When he's up to speed, it doesn't seem that bad, but it wobbles around quite a bit. Or when he's pacing, I guess it doesn't look that bad. When he gets racing, that wheel lays right over. All right, so let's get a look here before we go green. It's Chapman over Chapman and just ahead of Chapman. And then we got Vickery, Boydell, Smith, Patton, Shreves, Barker, and Aldrich, our top 10. They're going to fire off single file with 7 to go. Zach Chapman, he's in the command. He's the driver's seat. He's the one with the green in his pocket. He's going to fire off the top of the hill. He's holding him. There he goes. Tim Chapman with a good start right on his bumper. Top 4 cars are running right there, bumper to bumper. Oh, Tim Chapman gets a little bit loose, coming off the corner. See if Blake can get a run on him down into 3. He's going to try a slider. Oh, no, he's going to try to just run the bottom. Not sure that's going to be as effective. That's going to cost him 1 spot. That'll move Nick up into 3rd. Oh, Tim Chapman up into the fence. Good battle up front here. We got a lot of stuff going on. Blake Chapman's going to have to rewind it, get it back up in line. Got to get his momentum back up. These are definitely a momentum car. Oh, Tim Chapman comes down off the wall, giving Nick Vickery a lane. He's up into 2nd. He's got 3 to go. Does he have anything for Zach? Zach's got about a 4/10 of a second advantage. Down to 3/10. Down to 2. Nick is right there. See, it's about a car length advantage. Here he goes. He's going to give it a try, I think. Nope, he's going to follow him one more time through 3 and 4. They're going to be coming down for the white flag. Our starter, Perry Clark, with the white flag. It's out. Oh, Nick tried it into 1 and didn't quite make it. Chapman going to pull away from him by 4 or 5 car lengths. Good try by Nick. He just didn't quite pull it off. Zach Chapman with a great run. It's going to be Chapman, Vickery, and then I'm showing Tim Chapman for 3rd. There we go. It reset. Great race for our first night out here with the hometown heroes. We're going to move over into the Cool Ray Victory Lane. I don't see our third place finisher.
Yeah, you may have to pull him up here, Roger. He was in ours. He's trying to find it. He is not the best with technology, I think. His they have him named Mike in the waiting room.
Tim, Andy up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry about that. I didn't see you there in the waiting. They got you named Mike on there. I was having a hard time finding you. Hey, nice run there. Nice third place finish. Walk me through the race from your perspective.
Well, to be honest with you, I feel pretty lucky. Those guys up there, I just tried to hang with them, and Zach coached me a little in practice. This was actually my first run here.
Well, you were looking really good. It looked to me like, I'm not sure. At one point during the race, it looked like you had a little tire damage, but then I noticed a little bit later, it looked like maybe it corrected itself. So it was, I don't know. It looked to me like you knew what you were doing. You put on a pretty good show.
Well, thank you. I don't know. It's not a lot of comparison, but I used to run street stocks around here local, so I've been around the dirt before.
Right on. Well, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to for this third place finish tonight, Tim?
Well, to Zach, I mean, he coached me through it and told me I'd be all right. I'm like, you sure I'm good enough in here? And I felt bad after the heat race. I tagged somebody and spun him out, and I really didn't mean to do it. But he said, hang in there and just run it. So that's what I did.
Well, congratulations, Tim. I know we've ran a few of those day races together, and it's always a pleasure to race with you. And congratulations, Roger. Did you have something you wanted to add
I
there?
just wonder, well, we're giving shout outs here. How about a big shout out to Tim? He sponsors our Next Gen series with the PA Posse. That is Tim Chapman. And just want to thank him for that. And one of our very few father son podiums here.
Very awesome. Very awesome. So,
All right, and thank you guys for putting all this stuff on like you do. It's a lot of fun.
cool. Well, thank you, Tim, and congratulations. And we are going to move over to our in-car reporter, Nick Vickery.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. You know what? That was a pretty good run there. You were what? You were setting fourth on that last caution. And actually, well, a couple of them made it a little bit easier than I thought they were going to for you.
Yeah, I knew that I had speed, based on the qualifying times, and it's got caught up in some stuff in my heat race and had to come from the back. So, I guess going into next week, hope to have better luck in the heat races and can start a little closer forward.
Well, you moved up 15 spots to finish second. That's a pretty impressive run. Come from the back of the field all the way to the front. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, buddy?
Yeah, got to start with Spartan Racing. Andrew had a good run going tonight. I have to look back and see where he finished, but definitely got to shout out those guys. After that would be VMR Wraps. If anybody out there needs a wrap, come check us out on Facebook at VMRE Wraps. Miriam Machado Spa, my wife, for letting me do this. Roger and Preston for keeping everything together and starting off another great season here. And, of course, you for putting on a great show. And also can't forget Cool Ray. I heard you say in the beginning of the race, Cool Ray's good for a 10th. So I needed to use it all over my car tonight.
Well, I'm telling you, it sat right there to have two on the podium and one on victory lane. I think it kind of speaks for itself. Congratulations, Nick. Great run. Our runner-up, Nick Vickery. And now we are going to reach out. Zach Chapman, you got a copy, buddy.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, Andy?
Man, congratulations, buddy. There for a while, it looked like it was going to be easy, and then them yellows started coming, and it looks to me like the degree of difficulty jumped up a lot.
Well, once when that, like you say, when that, I mean, it was, and when Nick said it originally, I mean, half the battle here is where you start. I got lucky and won heat 1, so I mean, I was prime position right there. Just slide up turn 1 and hold the top, and that's all I had to do. And it seemed like I was walking away, but I knew once that last caution came out, I saw victory there in third, and I was just pleading with my old man to hold the high side. And when I saw he gave up that high side to Nick, I knew he was coming. And I mean, Nick's kind of forced to throw that slider there, but I mean, if he has 5 laps or so to ride around behind me and wait for me to mess up, he probably gets me. And Nick's real good in these.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was good competitive. Good to see your dad up there running right up there. At one time, we had the Chapman show going on. Top 3 guys were all named Chapman. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, buddy?
Of course, you, Andy. You're doing a great job here with these broadcasts. And can't forget Cool Ray, Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, Bright Box Electrical, Young Gun Creations. Aiden Young does an amazing job with T-shirts and hats. Anybody's ever looking to get designs done, hit him up. All my teams at Gambler Motorsports, Extreme E-Speed TV, and last but not least, my wife.
Awesome. Well, great run, buddy. Are you going to be running with us the rest of the night?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to hang out tonight.
Right on. Well, congratulations. You are the inaugural Hometown Hero Summer Season winner, and I look forward to seeing you with many more podiums as we run out this summertime.
Thanks, Andy. Good to talk to you guys.
Thank you, buddy. All right, we're going to switch gears here. We're going to throw up some commercials, pay some bills, and we're going to reset the track a little bit, and we'll be right back, and we're going to move into, I believe we move into the UMP portion, don't we, Roger?
305s are up next.
That's what I thought, the 305s. That's what I meant. So we're going to take a quick break, pay some bills, and we'll be right back. This is Andy Piercefield. John Hines not here tonight, but we are the Bleacher Bums. Get your 50/50s, and don't forget, the drawing will be right before the last feature of the night. Right now we're setting at $325 as the winner's half.
We might have to put up another UMP session because these are going longer than anticipated.
Yeah, I almost joined the UMP session by mistake.
Yeah, I had to look twice and figure out which one went first. Got a good car count for 305s.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
he get the lead? Yes, he does. And now here comes Janzik. Janzik goes by Query, and he goes by Inman. The drag race off of turn 4. Shepard is there, but it's Larry White at the line. It's still going to be Pamor to make contact. Brandon's broken the race start. Peter Brandon comes to a stop.
In our industry. The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly like a life mechanic.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
In our industry. The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly like a life mechanic.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Looks to me like we got, what do we got? We got about 26 cars in the pits tonight. Good field of sprint cars. I think we start 24 in the feature, so a little extra pressure on the last chance race there. Grid up, get the grid up here for our first heat. We got G.J. Boydell and Joe Canellis in the front row, with Brian Moore and Nicholas Vickery in row 2. Steven Bixler and Jeffrey Kemper rounding out the 6 car. Oh, I'm sorry. We got Tyler DeZube in the 704 starting 7th. We got 7 cars. I believe, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them will make the feature, and whoever doesn't make the feature gets to run the B main. About as
top 4 are inverted and the top 4 transfer.
Yeah, that's a lot to remember. All right, 4 and 4. Top 4 are inverted. That's why Nick Vickery's starting 4th. He was our fast qualifier tonight. And 4 of them are going to make the feature, and 3 of them are going to make the last chance race. Don't forget, you get a chance, go down there to the Extreme Speed production trailer. We're selling t-shirts for $5 tonight. Help support this broadcast. Maybe I can get a hamburger or something a little bit later. And for those of you that weren't here for the street stock portion, there is the production hauler. We got the motorhome here. We drove up tonight. Got our new sponsor on there. You'll notice we got Pabst Blue Ribbon come on board. We haven't quite figured out their jingle yet. I think, weren't they like Cold from the Rockies or something like that? 50/50 just racked up to $413. All right, Boydell, Canellis on the front row. They're going to fire off on the green. They got to hold it. Seems like last season they really moved these starts down the front stretch. You're almost to the flag, man. Green flag, yeah, right at the line. He could almost throw the flag at G.J. Boydell. Boydell around the bottom's got a good run, slides up in front of Canellis. Good battle down the back stretch. Canellis stays up to the top. Vickery runs to the bottom. Canellis looks like a nice run off the top. He is going to stay up there and see what he can do, see if he can run down G.J. Boydell. He is getting a big run off the top, but you know what? The guys are starting to come around. Looks like about that mid-track, midway there. Nice run midway. All right, Vickery's up to the top. He's going to try it. He's running right behind Moore. The bottom seems to be the way to go, but Nick's going to try to make that top work. Oh, and he does. He slides it down in front of Moore. Bounces it off the wall. We got a couple of them upside down in the back of the pack. It looks like Jeffrey Kemper and Tyler DeZube got together. Steven Bixler was in on that, I guess. Hope he didn't hurt that wing. That had a nice Cool-Rate logo on it. G.J. Boydell's pulling out to a nice lead here. See what he's got there. He's got about 0.3 of a second on Joe. Vickery is right on Joe Canellis' back bumper. He's going to try a little slide job move there. moves him up into second. Oh, Joe Canales with a nice move. Oh, he almost pulled it off. He didn't quite get there. That was a nice aggressive move, though. He's going to finish third. So it's G.J. Boydell, Nick Vickery, Joe Canales, and Brian Moore moving on to the feature. All right, heat race number 2 brought to us by Magnum Race Designs. It's going to be Alex Pomerleau on the pole, Chris Schaefer on the outside, Jeffrey Flero, and Randy Shreves in row 2. Jeff Barker and Gary Taylor with Andrew Smith bringing up the rear. Got a little border battle going here. We got 4 from Canada and 3 from the U.S. Pomerleau with, I believe, a new paint job for the summer season. I haven't seen that one before. That's a good looking sprint car right there. I like Randy Shreves. That's a good design. Oh, right there in the 200, Jeff Flero. That's a good looker. These guys do some great jobs with Jeffrey Barker. That marine car looks awesome. Who we got on the outside there? Oh, that's Gary Taylor. Good looking car. Got a lot of VMR wraps out there. Here we go. We fire off down into 1. It's Pomerleau down on the bottom. Flero follows him in. They're going to slide up on Shreves. Randy Shreves battling around the outside. Gary Taylor bunks it off the wall. Pomerleau maintains the lead as they come down the backstretch. Flero all the way up to the top trying to get a run on Shreves. Pomerleau looking smooth as can be right through the middle of the track where Shreves is following him through there. That seems to be the fast way around right now. Good battle starting up. Shreves is starting to run Pomerleau down a little bit. He is right there with him. He's going to take a little bit higher entry into the corner. Pomerleau and Shreves with a little bit of distance between them and Gary Taylor. Flero gets back around Taylor. They've got a good battle going there for third. And they get together a little bit going into 1. That's going to open it up for the 513 of Jeffrey Barker. Taylor battles back around the top. Great battle here for the last transfer spot. These two guys are in. Barker's out. See what he can do. He's going to dive it in under Flero. See if he can hold him off. Slides up in front of him, coming off the corner. Oh, he had him cleared. If he'd have stayed up there, he had him. He's going to try it again down at this end. Flero gets back around him, just pure momentum. They are side by side down the backstretch. It's going to be tight. Final lap. Pomerleau, Shreves, Taylor, and Flero is going to be your top 4, leaving Barker, Smith, and Schaefer to run the last chance race. All right, let's move into another heat race here. We got Kurt Schatzer, Joe Halter, Andy Patton, Nathan Aldrich, Richard Holland, and Gary O'Foot. Hope that's how you say that.
We've been saying Offit, but...
Offit? All right, we'll go with Offit.
We should validate, really.
Yeah, we'll have to reach out to Gary and see what that really means there.
We got a couple big players in here, Andy. On outside the front row, Joe Halter, who does the broadcasts on Wednesday night, veteran and supports all our causes. And Andy Patton is in inside row 2, and he does all the trophies, A&J Custom Creations, and another veteran. We really appreciate everything those guys do for the league.
Awesome. Yep, couple of good guys, and we know they do a lot for everybody, and we really appreciate them.
And Nate Aldridge is in here too, and he's I think he is admitting this race. Does a lot of volunteer work for us.
Well, Joe Halder in the 22, he's pacing them around there. We got the 218 of Kurt Schatzer. Nice looking Castro paint job running second. Andy Patton dives it in underneath Schatzer. Going to be a good battle coming off from 4. Little bit of momentum around the top for Schatzer. One thing about it in these heat races, you try to give each other a little bit of room. There's no sense taking somebody out when you're running second or third in a heat race, and both of you are going to transfer. Nice run down that front stretch, though. Joe is looking excellent out front there.
Yeah, 2 veterans running 1-2 right now.
Schatzer's up there trying to break up that party. I think I saw Andy Patton's picture from last season. He won a couple different divisions.
Yeah, he won the Veterans Division. It's a special division we have for veterans and first responders. Anybody out there that's a veteran or first responder, you're welcome to join that division. Joe Halter, he also runs the Friday Night Lights. Another great, it's a partner league, and Friday nights they run, I got to get this straight, 358s, limited late models, and 305s. So if you're looking for something to do on a Friday night, it is an excellent league run by Joe. And broadcast right here on C2CRN. It's been a good race, Andy.
Yeah, it's been a great race. Here they come on the final lap. Joe's going to lead them down into 3. Schatzer rolls it way up to the top, gets a run off the corner. He's going to beat Andy Patton back to the start. Halter, Schatzer, Patton, Holland, Aldrich, and Offit. Aldrich and Offit will move on to the last chance race.
I got to run down. I will not be starting on the pole on this one, Andy. Just
10-4. All right, starting lineup. Patrick Spangler, Pat Boyce, Dean Reynolds, Jack Hitt, Blake Chapman, and Roger Craig. This is heat race, what are we? Heat race number 3, I believe.
This is 4.
All right, well, we'll go with 4.
What's Blake Chapman doing beside me? That's the big question of the night.
Mauer Farm Management bringing us this heat race number 4. You know what, Roger? We saw you start up front and hang on to a race. Why don't we see you start from the back and charge to the front?
Just follow Blake all the way to the front.
Then all you got to do is pass him. You win. Easy peasy.
But Dean Reynolds is in here too. This is Jack Hitt, champion last season.
Got a stacked field here. Spangler and Boyce bringing them down to the green.
Spangler's another champ. God, I'm in the wrong heat.
There we go. Spangler's going to lead him down the backstretch. He's got Reynolds and Boyce chasing him down. Good battle. Reynolds right in the middle. Boyce up against the high side. They're still side by side. Reynolds going to pull it up into second place. He's behind Spangler now. See if he can run him down. Spangler with about a 0.3 of a second lead. Boyce and Hitt going to go at it back there. Looks like Hitt's going to move up into third. Spangler continues to lead. We got Jack Hitt, or Dean Reynolds, Jack Hitt, and right up there on the top we got Blake Chapman running way up on the high side. Roger, you were supposed to follow him up here, buddy. He's going into third right now.
I've been trying, buddy. It's been interesting back here watching him look for where the grip is.
He's definitely running where they're not. He has caught Reynolds. See if he can get around Reynolds for second here. Reynolds drops down to the bottom. Blake's on the top. Dean slides up in front of him. Good battle, 3 to go. Blake still stays up on the high side where nobody else is running. Dean Reynolds keeps dropping down, running that bottom through the corners. Good battle. Chapman doesn't seem to be gaining on him. Spangler's pulling away. Got almost a full second lead on Reynolds. Blake is gradually gaining coming out of 4. He gets a better run out of 4 than he does 2. Oh, here he comes, switching it over. Goes to the low side. Puts a slider on him. He is going to pull off. Yes, Blake Chapman was second. Dean Reynolds third. Jack Hitt fourth. Pat Boyce and Roger Craig will move on to the last chance race. And here we go with our last chance race. I believe we got 10 cars in it. I believe 8 are going to transfer.
It's always when I start trembling, 2 are going home.
I'll give you updates. Jeffrey Kemper on the pole with Jeff Barker on his outside. Nathan Aldrich and Pat Boyce, row 2. Stephen Bixler and Andrew Smith making up row 3 with Gary Offit and Roger Craig in row 4. Tyler DeZube and Chris Schaefer rounding out the field. So right now it's DeZube and Schaefer on the outside looking in. They need to make up 2 spots to get into our feature. This last chance race is brought to us by Gambler Motorsports, one of the many teams that race with the Coast to Coast Racing League. Want to get mixed up with a bunch of hoodlums and have a good time? Gambler is a good group to hang out with. All right, they're going to fire once they get to the flag stand. Wow, a little bit of a late start there. I don't know what that was about. 181 out front. Jeffrey Kemper with Jeffrey Barker around him on the outside. We had somebody back there throwing it sideways right in the middle of the pack. Front 2 get together. We're still wrecking. Still wrecking. I don't know if we finished that wreck or if we got through there. Looks like everybody's going forward still. Whoop, there we go. We got a couple more upside down back there. Looks like Pat Boyce and Gary Offit got together. Well, now it's going to be a matter of who can get out of the pits first. We got 2 open spots for guys that are sitting in the infield. Roger, you're sitting in 6 with no pressure.
Lots of pressure. I got Bixler in front of me, always dueling it out with Steve.
Well, right now you're both in a transfer position, and cars are in the infield. All right, Jeff Kemper's got him a nice cushion there. He's got about a 0.7 of a second read over Aldrich, Barker, Smith, and Bixler. Right now, it looks like Pat Boyce and Tyler DeZube are going to be our last two transfer cars. Looks to me like Aldrich is running him down. He's got about 4 to go. Aldrich has made up almost the entire lead. He's running right up against the cushion, a little bit higher than what Kemper is. Pulls down under him, going to try to get him down the front stretch. Doesn't quite make it. Three to go. Kemper seems to have found his rhythm, holding off Aldrich. Kemper's ran him down again. White flag lap. Doesn't make a lot of sense to overpress it here. They're all going to be in. Looks like Tyler DeZube and Gary Offutt are going to be the last two transfers, along with Jeffrey Kemper, Nathan Aldrich, Jeffrey Barker, Andrew Smith, Stephen Bixler, and our own Roger Craig. Nice job, Roger.
Thanks, buddy. Just stayed out of trouble.
Well, that's all you had to do there. Now you're in the show. Okay, we're going to move into our warm-up segment here. Well, that's taken place. We're going to pay a couple bills here. I do want to remind you that the 50-50 is going on. We're up to about $600 for the winner's share. If you happen to get down by the food concession stand, they towed our production truck out to the back end of the parking lot. But we are selling T-shirts out there. I guess I parked it in a no parking zone. Something to do with the sewer leaking was not going over very well with the promoter. We're going to leave it right here. Let the camera kind of tell the story for a few minutes. Well, I'm going to go down there and have a talk with the sheriff and see if I can keep from getting towed away. I'll be right back. Nick Vickery, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
What can you tell us about the track? It looks to me like it's starting to dry out a little bit.
Yeah, the bottom line is definitely it's more there than it was in the street stocks. I ran side by side with a couple of guys, and I wasn't really pulling on them a whole lot except for on corner exit, but it was a lot closer there than it was in the street stocks. But I think as we go through these 25 laps, I think the top's going to get really really treacherous. So I think you'll see more guys trying to run the bottom in this race than you did in the street stocks. Mainly because if you make contact with the wall in these cars, it'll wrap you up. And I've seen where guys have gone over outside the racetrack in 3 and 4. So if you're not careful, it could end your night.
Right on. All right, here's our lineup for our feature. G.J. Boydell on the pole with Alex Pomerleau on the outside. Joe Halter with Patrick Spangler, row 2. Our own Nick Vickery, we call him Stickers. He starts 5th with Randy Shreves on the outside. Kurt Schatzer and Blake Chapman in row 4. Joe Canellis and Gary Taylor in row 5. We got Andy Patton and Dean Reynolds in row 6. Brian Moore and Jeff Flero in row 7. Richard Holland and Jack Hitt starting 15th and 16th. Jeffrey Kemper and Nathan Aldrich in row 9. Andrew Smith and Jeffrey Barker in row 10. Stephen Bixler and Roger Craig. And then last row, Tyler DeZube and Gary Offit. We have a full field of 24 sprint cars. I am excited. This is going to get fast and furious. And all we can do is sit back and enjoy the view as we watch some outstanding racing. And Roger Craig tells me he feels like he's got a solid top 10 in that car tonight.
If I could just stay out of trouble, buddy, that's the key. I pass more wreck cars than I pass moving cars.
Both pay the same.
Got that right.
All right, G.J. Boydell will fire him off at the green. And we're off. Down into 1. Let's get this rolling. 25 laps. Long way to go. Guys seem to lose their mind right around the first turn. So far, so good. Oh, looks like we're 5 wide coming off from 4. Love the patience these drivers are showing. Pomerleau drops down. Patrick Spangler with a move up around the top moves into, he's second or third. I think he's going to be second when we get back to the line. Blake Chapman sitting right there, following Spangler. Got our first caution. You get a chance, run down the concession stand. I'm telling you what, I got a burger and this ice cream bar. That's outstanding. Thing is, you can get a hamburger. I didn't get the Coke because I got my Paps, but you get a hamburger, a Coke, and an ice cream bar for $3.50 here at Port Royal Speedway.
Nothing better than Port Royal burgers.
Absolutely. They are outstanding. Wash that down with a good cold, what is it, Pabst Blue Ribbon, I don't know, brewed, like St. Louis brewed or something, right? And don't they have the horses? And don't they have the Clydesdales or something?
They got Budweiser, buddy.
Oh, I don't know. I get them mixed up. They didn't give me a whole lot of promo when we signed this deal.
How's it going tonight, fellas?
Going good. Who we got here?
This is Preston. Just got in from the shop. Just doing a little tire prep tonight. Sorry I'm late.
Well, welcome, Preston. We're just setting up here. It's about, 4 beer 30 in the second feature of the night.
Yeah, I was actually catching what you were saying about the about Port Royal. The real ticket is to go during the Tuscarora 50 because it's the Juniata County Fair, and you can eat carnival food and camp there all week. You don't even have to leave your tent. It's awesome.
Now that sounds like an adventure. All right. Track officials are getting them lined back up. You good back there, Roger? Just stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I avoided all of that, so I moved up 2 spots already.
Be nice.
Had an unusual view last night with Preston from the front of a pack, which was very strange for me.
Yeah, I thought it was also pretty interesting the way I kind of passed you twice.
I don't remember that.
So who's been fast so far?
For me, they've all been fast.
It was Chapman's. Chapman's were fast.
Yeah,
All right.
I know he's been putting some practice laps in.
We're getting ready to fire as we come off 4. It's going to be Boydell and Spangler. Boydell with a nice start. Spangler goes right to the top again. See if he can get a run on Boydell coming off from 2.
Yeah, those guys are really looking for that exit off the top. It's not real fast other than that, but you get a huge bite coming out.
Wow, big slide job. Cleared Boydell by 3 car lengths.
Yeah, and Boydell got the run down the straightaway. He looks like he's going to give it right back to him. Chapman's creeping back in, too. Stickers is working his way in, too.
Going to be a 3-wide battle coming off from 2.
Oh, that's Spangler in the wall. Oh, he spun it.
I don't know if our viewers at home noticed that or not, but Roger, great job missing that wreck.
P17 now, buddy.
I saw you. You maneuvered around him like a veteran back marker there.
I gotta get one of those driver of the week mug. I think Berthay though last night went from I think P21 to P3, so 18 spots. It's gonna be hard to beat that.
If it's anything like the wingless stuff, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
He's one of the newer guys in the league, and he is destined. He'll be in the Renegades, I predict, by next season.
He's fast. So just a note there, that last accident, now it's not usually 3 wide, but that's a pretty common thing to see with the sprint cars at Port Royal. The guys that run the top, usually where they run into trouble is coming out of 2. It gets a little bit tight there, and they'll bounce the right rear off. Anthony Macri, I watched him do it a whole race, still managed to win, but he bounced that right rear off that wall over and over again.
All right, we're going to get ready to restart here. We got Chapman, Boydell, Vickery, and Schatzer. That's a pretty stout top 4 with Pomerleau and Shreves back there. Them top 6 cars are some pretty good runners right there.
And they were really dicing it up before that last caution.
Something new we're trying for this division is double wide. We'll give guys a couple of chances at that.
Yeah, we'll see how smart of an idea that is.
Where do you want to be, inside or outside?
I'd want to be
I'm
inside.
outside, so I'd rather be inside.
Oh, Pomerleau
gets in the line.
Gets into Schatzer coming down for the green. That is not what the officials thought they were doing when they drew up this 2-wide restart idea.
No.
Yeah, it looked like just 2 guys going for the same spot. I'm not one to sit here and judge. Plus, half the time I can't see from where I'm sitting anyway. So, looked like 2 cars got together and wrecked. Did you stay clean there, Roger?
Yeah, P16 now, buddy. As I said, I keep passing wrecked cars.
Man, I can almost picture that mug, buddy.
Preston, if you get a minute, Just wondering if you could help Andy out. Hein was here before the show and hooked up the electric down in the control truck. What did he do? Andy hooked up the electrical to the sewer or something?
Yeah, he got the electric plugged into the wrong port there. He plugged it into the sewer outlet, and then that took out the. We couldn't get the stream key to connect.
Yeah, that does sound like that would cause a problem. I don't know if the end result is exactly what I expected, but we'll have to look into that. Sounds like a good reason to go grab another beer.
Well, I was able to get the sheriff to let me leave the motorhome out at the back end of the parking lot. They moved me out. I was parked right down by the concession stand, but they were complaining about some odors. I don't think it was the control truck, but they seemed to think it was.
No, you get better reception out there anyway, right?
Yeah, it's halfway up that hill out there by the woods. I'm going to be staying here tonight. I'll be camping out there in the Extreme Motorhome. Anybody that wants to make a donation, there is, that's always possible. Oh, look at there. 50/50 just rolled up to $713.50. Roger must have got his ticket.
I buy the arm's length, buddy.
Anybody that knows Roger knows that's not true. Roger's fairly cheap. We're lucky to get him to do the 1 for 2 or whatever it is, the 2 for 1. All right. Blake Chapman goes to the top. Boydell down on the bottom. Nick Vickery pulls up in there and bounces off the back of Boydell a little bit.
Yeah, I gave him a little boost there. Boydell had a great jump down low, but you just can't get out of the corner, it looks like.
Little bump drafting is what I think they call that, don't they, Preston?
Yeah. So I think Blake likes seeing that too.
I'd like to give a shout out to John Hine, out doing his daddy duties tonight, and took his son to the hospital after breaking his arm. Not that John broke the kid's arm, but he broke his arm on a bicycle. John took him to the hospital. I want to make sure I'm clear on that.
I got another caution here. Didn't see what happened there.
Look. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
No, that's okay. I think, Roger, did you see what happened?
No.
Who was involved? It's weird. I didn't see anything happen. It was kind of strange.
Where you at, Roger? Let's look here. Roger's up to 14th. He's up 8 spots.
I think my buddy, the G-Man up there, about 4 or 5 cars. That's my target.
You're not going to hit him, are you?
No.
If you get a chance, wreck Dean, and that'll get you right to Gary.
Last night it was interesting. Gary kept losing his front wing, so the fireman underneath it kept showing up.
I like that.
Yeah, I think he was doing it on purpose.
Needs a fireman under there wagging his finger at whoever knocked it off.
All right, looks like we're going to go one more time around. Blake Chapman's on. Is this going to be 2 wide or single?
They're all single now.
All right, lights off on top of that Stephen King Foundation truck. Oh, there we go. Boydell's blinking in and out a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that last caution. It seems to go away after it goes green.
All right, got Zake. We got Blake Chapman on the pole. He's going to fire off when he decides to go. G.J. Boydell, Nick Vickery, and Randy Shreves, your top 4. Joe Halter with a nice run. He's sitting in 5th place right now. All right, Blake's rolling it down around the bottom. Throttles it up. There we go. We're off. We're green.
Good jump for the top two there. No, Boydell blinked again.
Yeah, he's starting to have more and more of an issue. You can see Blake in there just elbows up, pumping that steering wheel to get it through the corners.
Boydell has returned, still in second place. Vickery's shooting low.
Oh, and we got another car. Oh, we got a big wreck. Big wreck. Looks like Nathan Aldrich is up on the inside berm.
I believe Gary Offit was involved as well.
What's going on back here, Roger? We got the camera on you. We want to know what's, why didn't we gain any spots on that wreck?
I was actually defending more. I had guys coming after me. That's what happens about partway through the race. You get some of the better guys get sent to the back, and then they're aching to get back to the front. So try not to get in their way. I've been trying low line just to see if there was, but there's not much left down there either.
All right, looks like we're going to go one more time around. They're trying to get the field reset.
Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of track left. I'm watching a couple of guys attack the middle. Might be starting to take.
Get some rubber down in that middle so they can roll through there.
Yeah, and there seems to be just a little bit of stripe of grip, especially on the exit of 2 and the entry of 3, just right in that middle. I think a couple of guys are just sliding their way there, getting a good exit.
All right, they got Stephen King Foundation pickup into the infield. Blake Chapman's going to bring us to the green. We got 13 to go. He's going to roll the bottom. He's going to fire off down by the wall. Hold him, hold him. There he goes. He fires it off. He got a nice jump on Boydell. Got about a 5-car length lead, rolling down into 1. Heads right for the cushion.
I don't think that was quite the start Boydell had last time.
Vickery is all over Boydell. Instead of hitting him, I think he made a little evasive move there and went to the bottom.
Yeah, and that's a strategy at some tracks because you'll still have a little bit of grip on the exit of the corner at the very bottom. So sometimes you can get a good launch, but it just doesn't seem to be working yet. Looks like Brian Morse pulled out a yellow flag here. Not sure what happened.
He tried to get into the infield. You try to get in there, it's pretty hard. All right, we got 11 to go. I don't know. I think Nick's gonna win this thing. I feel it.
Yeah, I think if once he gets around Boydell, I mean he was all over him on that last restart. Boydell's defending really well, but if he gets around him, I think Blake's gonna have his hands full. But Boydell's doing a great job defending. And I think if he gets a good jump on the start, he might be able to give Blake a little shot too. I'm not sure. And I'm hearing from race control they're going to start shortening some of the pace laps here, so we'll be going back green a lot quicker this time.
Excellent. Here we go. Lights are off.
I think they sell a lot of hot dogs and hamburgers here on the pace laps.
My God, I hope so. Oh, was I complaining on the radio? All right, here we go. Got the cooler tops down, ready for some dust to fly. Blake Chapman's going to fire him off. Boydell, much better start this time. Victory's got about a 3-car length disadvantage over Boydell. Here he comes. Nice run off from 2, though. Battle for seconds, heating up again. Boydell tries to run about a half-car length lower than what Vickery is. Vickery with a slider down through 3 and 4. Boydell crosses him over. Good battle going on for second. That's
Another yellow.
My goodness. Did you get through that one, Roger?
Just barely. My buddy G-Man, I looked like he was doing a element left to put out a fire somewhere, and I had trouble avoiding him, but I think I picked up some incident points, but the car seems okay.
I've got you sitting in 11th spot right now, Roger.
No kidding.
Yep, right. You and Dean are right there.
Yeah, Dean's pretty stout. It's going to be hard to get by him. And Andrew Smith ahead of him as well.
You can do it. All right. So let's see here. What do we got? I got attendance. Hey, we got just over 3,942 people here today. What do I mean by that? There's a couple of them. We don't know if you count them once or twice. But it looks like, oh, look at there. We got a little, what's that guy's name? Rico. Rico, the little guy that runs the sprint car. He's got a billboard here.
Oh, yeah, old Rico Abrams.
Yeah, he's got his own billboard over there going into 3. That was kind of cool.
Rico.com.
Yep, shop Rico.
Look off the corner there in turn 4. You can see Roger Craig's toter, that blue and black toter he's got over there with a double stacker trailer. I like the way the houses are right outside of turn 1. All right. Stephen King pace car is in one more time. Can't hardly afford to keep gas in that thing. Here we go. Blake Chapman's going to roll him down to the start. He brings him very deliberately down through 3 and 4. Stacked up, bumper to bumper behind him. There he goes. Fires off. Vickery with a much better start. Him and Boydell are right there. Boydell blinks out of view again. That's a little freaky for... Oh, yeah, he pops right up in front of Vickery.
Got that great battle going on for second. You got one going on for fourth as well between Flero and Shreves.
Oh, yeah. Flero down on the bottom. I like this back here with... What do we got? We got Joe Halter and Joe Canales and Andy Patton, a whole bunch of them back here. I love the way the back here they show such patience. You know, they don't just automatically go 3 wide. They work at it a little bit. Whoa, we got one in the fence. Was that Palmerloo? Or Canales?
Still green.
No, no yellow. All right. I guess Palmerloo's not in this one. I thought it was that purple car of his. All right, we got good battling going all the way through the field. We're going to jump back up front here.
Yeah, Blake's checking out. That battle for second is now 3 guys contesting that spot, and everybody is involved.
Vickery finally gets through there, and then Boydell fights right back and takes it back from him. So they are going back and forth.
Shreves is just being patient. He's letting these guys play that out, and you can see he's just riding his line at the top, not making many adjustments, and there's one position right there. Probably played that pretty smart.
Yes, he did. Vickery up into the fence. Here comes Shreves around the outside of Boydell. He's going to move into second. 2 to go. 2 to go. Chapman with a 2.5 second lead. As long as he just keeps it smooth, these three are going to have nothing to do with him. Blake Chapman on the final lap. We're going to ride around with him. Excellent race. Moved up 7 spots. Started 8th. Going to win the race. Excellent job. Roger Craig right now's, Andrew Smith beat him for the hard charger. Ah, dang it. Andrew Smith moved up 11 spots. Roger Craig, 10 spots gained during our feature. Great job, buddy.
Yeah, great run.
Thanks, man. Jack gave me a real nice slide job, clean slide job to take a position away from me there.
All right, well, we're waiting for some guys to come up here. Preston, do you want to do some interviews?
Absolutely. Let me take the first couple guys, and then I'll let you take care of the winner.
All right, final rundown. We got Blake Chapman, Randy Shreves, and Nicholas Vickery. G.J. Boydell, Jeff Flaro, Joe Halter, Joe Canales, Andrew Smith, Andy Patton, Dean Reynolds, Jack Hitt, Roger Craig came across in 12th, Jeffrey Barker, Stephen Bixler, Tyler DeZube, Jeffrey Kemper, Gary Taylor, Richard Holland. Gary Offit, Nathan Aldrich, Brian Moore, Kurt Schatzer, Alex Palmerloo, and Patrick Spengler rounding out our 24-car field.
Pretty good race. We had a few cautions there at the beginning. They settled down towards the end, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is our first official coast-to-coast race at Port Royal, so some learning curve is to be expected.
We had the street stocks, buddy.
Well, excuse me, I'm referring to sprint cars. We're a sprint car league, at least in my mind.
Well, all right, in your mind. All right, Preston, you want to grab Nick there and kick
absolutely.
it off?
Absolutely. Nick, that was a great run. You had a heck of a battle with Boydell pretty much the entire race. You think if you'd gotten around him a little bit earlier, you might have been able to run Blake down?
Yeah, absolutely. I was trying to run him clean and give him plenty of room, and got caught up in an incident there at the end, and it cost me second. So
yeah, that was unfortunate. I know also, you have to, it's a fine line between, what's going on with it when a guy's blinking or not. And it seemed like Boydell would go away for a second and then he'd be back for plenty of time, but I'm sure that affected you a little bit too.
Yeah, it really only happened under green flag conditions like once or twice, really going into 1 and 2. So, you might just have to check the transponder and make sure it's seated well in the car.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a pretty good race. What we've learned so far about Port Royal is if you can run the top, it's going to be fast.
Yeah, absolutely. So you pretty happy with the third place, or are you kind of kicking yourself because you could have finished higher?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you just pack it up, come back next week, and just move on from this week.
Well, you ran a great race. I mean, a third place is nothing to sneeze at. So congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, definitely got to shout out Spartan. I was talking to Andrew here after the race, Andrew Smith, and he went 19th to 8th. So definitely a good run for him. And, looking to get a couple more guys in here. But after that would be VMR Wraps. If you're about to raise a wrap, come check us out on Facebook at VMR E-Wraps. Mary Image Auto Spa, my wife, for letting me do this. Of course, you and Roger for starting us off great for this new season. And, of course, Andy for putting on a great show every week.
Thanks a lot, Nick. Great run.
All right, that's Nick Vickery, our third place finisher. And Preston, let's grab...
Hey, Randy Shreves, number 56. You got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
So walk us through your first sprint car race at Port Royal.
Oh, well, it was definitely a crazy one for sure. just kind of playing it smart there early, waiting for everybody else to just make mistakes, and then carefully work my way up front. And there, the last maybe 12 laps or so, I just kind of got on the top and didn't lift at all, and I was waiting for Greg and Nick there to mess up. They were racing pretty hard, and yeah, they finally got in each other's way, and that allowed me to get by. And
Yeah, we noted that on the broadcast that you were kind of waiting for them to, because they were racing very hard, and you could kind of see something coming. I don't think maybe it came quite quick enough for you. You think you had something for Blake if you got around a little bit earlier?
that's always hard to tell. Blake's always fast. I know it would have been a heck of a race though, but yeah, congrats to Blake and Nick there, and good run for Greg. It was definitely a fun race.
Yeah, y'all put on a great show. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to thank my team, LGR Motorsports, Alex Berger on at ABR Setup Shop, Coulter West at Red Line Race Designs, One Wish Foundations, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, CD Cinematography, Coast to Coast for always putting on awesome races all the time, and everybody for the broadcast, and everybody for watching.
Great run, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
All right, Randy Shreve's our second place finisher. And now, Blake Chapman. Blake, Andy up here in the bleachers, you got a copy?
I got you, Andy.
Dude, that's 2 podiums, back-to-back podiums. No, I guess, I don't remember what happened in the first one. There were so many Chapmans I couldn't tell. Walk me through your race, buddy. That was a heck of a run.
Yeah, well, those first 2 laps there, I was kind of lucky. Everybody seemed went down to the middle or bottom, and I was able to go from 8th to 2nd on the top, or 8th to 3rd, whatever it was, before the caution came out. And yeah, Greg and Spangler, they were racing pretty hard, 5 laps in, and I made the move to the bottom at the right time, and they got together up top, and I was able to take the lead after that, and kind of never looked back.
No, you were running well. It looked to me like it was, you and Greg battled there for a while. And there was different races throughout the stages of it. Did the track change much?
For me, I was able to run the top pretty comfortably the whole time. It seemed like maybe at the end there, the top in 3 and 4 was going away a little bit, but I didn't want to risk going down to the bottom and losing a bunch of time. So maybe next week we'll try the bottom if it gets that slick up top again. But again, I was just really comfortable up top all night long, so there's really no reason for me to move.
Right on. Well, great job. Great way to start the season. You're going to run for the points this year?
I do plan on it, yep.
Excellent. Well, nice run. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to for that victory?
Oh, yeah, parents, grandparents for watching and supporting me. Everybody down at the Can-Am Racing team and all the boys over at Kreitz Sim Racing. I have a lot of fun running with those guys. I got to give a shout out to Galen's Gourmet Popcorn. Head over there, use code CART, that's C-A-R-T, at checkout for 15% off some of their delicious popcorn. And I got to thank you for putting this on every week, Andy.
Oh, well, we appreciate that, Blake. I was very impressed. You run excellent lines and you're so consistent. I know whenever I get a chance, I try to get in behind you and see if I can't learn something. So congratulations. What a way to kick off the summer season here on the Hometown Heroes. That's Blake Chapman, our sprint car winner tonight. All right, we're going to shut her down here and run down. I got to run down and load we still use the VHS tapes down there in the hauler. I got to go around and switch the tapes over so that
Be kind, rewind.
Exactly. And then see if we can get back up here and get ready for, I think it's the UMP portion, right, Roger?
Yes, sir. UMP.
All right. We're on.
white flag in the air. Justin Hare's top shelf where Mama hides the cookie. Can he get the lead? Yes, he does. And now here comes Janzik. Janzik goes by Query, and he goes by Inman. Good track race off of surfboard. Shepard is there, but it's Larry White at the line. It's still going to be Hamlin and him in contact. Brandon's broken the race car. Peter Brandon comes to a stop.
In our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly like a life of the pad.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
In our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly like a life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Yeah, actually, it looks like that for me too. Mine are just starting to kick in now. Tater Williams with the quick time so far, 19.237, comes across the line second time, 19.202, just a little bit quicker.
This is a hand-me-down car of Kyle Larson's.
Part of that charity program he runs, right? I did not get to catch that, but I did. I heard quite a bit and saw some clips here and there. I love to see dirt racing getting that kind of exposure. Yeah, I saw that.
Dylan Westbrook will be driving a pickup. Yes.
Tyler Carpenter. Yep.
I'm right behind Tater, so it can't be that bad.
That seems like a pretty good strategy to me.
He's weaving around in warm-ups this way. I'll be driving during the heat.
Just heat your tires for 8 laps straight. This is the front stretch, yeah.
Yeah, competition for you, buddy.
Oh yeah. Looks like Aldrich either just Yeah, I don't know if he hit the wall or if he just got some wheel hop, but that was interesting. A little shot from Tater there.
Too late.
Yeah, Tater's closing that gap a little bit, though. He's just got to reset from that little incident he had. He's closing real close now. Shoots the bottom, throws the slide job, see if Aldrich switches it back. Hard to do in the UMPs, but he does a great job there. Don't know if he gets the speed out of the corner, though. Yeah, the way they're set up, they have very narrow tires, and they feel more comfortable and more stable when they're like really sideways through the corners. The more it slicks off, you'll actually start to see them carry the left front tire all the way around the corner. Depends on the setup, of course. I was enjoying that so much, I forgot it was a heat race. I thought we were going to keep going.
Yes, sir. It looks like I need to get in that Tater Williams line. That's what it looks like to me. No, I mean, it's typical Port Royal. I think the top's going to be fast. So my game plan here is just to get to the top as fast as I can. I know Blake's going to be fast on the top. So best thing to do might just be to hop up behind him.
We might be in trouble. Get an email in the morning. It is brewed in Milwaukee, but still got the flavor. They're really jamming them up at the bottom. Makes room for Blake. Got 6 cars in this heat and 6 different lines being run right now. It's a lot like the non-wings. When you first get in it, it seems really difficult. But you give it 10, 15 laps, you start to get the hang of it. And they're a lot of fun once you do. Yeah, just had a little bit of an incident there between the 397 and Stickers. Blake shot to the bottom and put himself back in the mix. And they work really well sideways, and these guys, it's especially these top three guys are really putting on a show. It may not be obvious, but because they stay so sideways, running that high up, that close to the wall is very difficult, and they are absolutely nailing it at this point. Nick seems like he's
So, Andy, I just got some word that you may be muted for the broadcast.
Well, that stinks. I had some of my best work.
Is it just you, or does that mean everybody?
It was just me.
Oh, okay. So everybody can hear me.
Well, while the guys go out and do their warm-ups, I'll throw some shameless plugs out there. We're going to throw up a picture of our production truck sporting its new sponsor logo. We got some money out of the Coast to Coast League. We won't disclose. I had to sign an agreement. We also got some money out of the Pro Dirt Late Model League. Anybody knows Cody knows that's not going to be much. And then we did get Pabst Blue Ribbon to provide us with, let's just say, a cooler full every Tuesday night. And after the races, it's one of those deals where it's like, you know, head for the Rockies or something like that. All right, we're going to do a little warm-up here. Who knows what Roger set that for? This could be going on for 30 minutes for all we know.
I'm not going to name names here, but I'm going to have to talk to Blake Chapman's wrap guy. Looks like somebody put the number on the top of his car on upside down.
Well, it depends on where the scorers are, right?
I suppose that's true. That said, Port Royal is known for the infield seating. It's one of the best infields you can watch a race from. You can see a lot of the whole track. You usually only miss about one corner wherever you are. So maybe that's what he was going for.
Where are you from, Preston?
Where am I from? I'm just outside of Richmond, Virginia. But I have traveled to Port Royal. If you don't know me, I race with Kreitz Sim Racing. So Don Kreitz runs 410 sprint car team up in Pennsylvania. So we've been up there a few times to crew with him, and I was fortunate enough to be at the Tuscarora 50 in 2020 or 2020, excuse me. And when they had Lance won a big payday, got to play a little golf with Lance and Kyle Larson. Passed them on the course, but got to have a little fun with those guys. So it was a lot of fun. If you ever have a chance to go to the track, it's absolutely fantastic.
Right on. And I'd like to give a shout out to Justin Peck and the Book Motorsports team. They run the All-Star Sprints, and then occasionally they'll jump on a World of Outlaw race. But he picked up a feature win again last night. I believe that's his 5th one of the season with the All-Star Sprints.
That's interesting you mentioned that. I am also a big Justin Peck fan. And I've been keeping up with that too. That's during Ohio Speed Week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. They're running 13 nights in a row. The reason I know that, Preston, is Travis, my son, does all their social media.
Well, that's awesome. I had no idea. Yeah, I'm a big fan. And actually, they were at VMS. We probably need to get to the race here, but just a quick story. At Virginia Motor Speedway here 2 years ago, and he blew a tire on the last lap and almost won. I was super disappointed, but he ran a great race.
Yeah, he's a good runner. He's a good young guy, and he does a good job for him. All right, here we go. This is our feature lineup for the UMP Modifieds here at the Hometown Heroes opening night of the summer season. We have Tater Williams starting on a pole with Nick Vickery on his outside. Nathan Aldrich and Blake Chapman in row 2. Zach Chapman and Alex Palmerloo in row 3. Jack Hitt in the 217 along with Pat Boyce in the 41. Jeffrey Kemper and Randy Shreve starting 9th and 10th. Jeff Flaro in the 200 with Jeffrey Barker starting 12th. And our own Roger the Bassman Craig starting shotgun on the field. He figured that was the fairest thing he could do.
Hey, I'm back here with last season's champion, Randy Shreves. So, good position to be in.
We'll have to ask Randy if he feels the same way. Tater's got to be the favorite here, just based on qualifying times at least. He was really fast.
For being honest, he's my favorite. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
You got the ideal starting spot out there in second, so see what you can do, man.
All right, we're rolling down in through 3 and 4. Am I at the right end of the track this time, Preston?
You are. Go ahead and pop that cooler back open.
All right, here we go. It's going to be on the green. Jerry Clark with that green towel in his hand. He waves it and off they go.
Green flag came out really late there.
It's crazy. Tater Williams jumps out to the lead. Stickers Vickery following him around the top side. Blake Chapman right up there with him with Zach Chapman. Those 4 are in tow. Got 4 wide back there. Watch out, Roger.
Making it.
No yellow flag. Let's go back and check on Roger, make sure he's okay. Roger seems to be okay. I think he moved up 3 spots. Good move, Roger. Oh, he's putting pressure on Jeffrey Barker. Whoa!
Battle for second place really heating up. Got three cars contesting that here.
Sorry, I was watching Roger. Good battle. As Preston said, we got a great battle for second. Tater Williams has got a full second lead on him. Frustrating part about Tater Williams, he is on summer break from high school.
See Zach Chapman throw it low there. Seems to get
it's stuck. Yeah. It almost looked like it was going to hold.
Yeah, he's just not. You got such narrow tires. It just doesn't take off out of the corner like you'd expect a sprint car or a late model to do.
I think Blake should just lay the bumper to him. He's going to dive under him. I know I probably shouldn't be promoting the incident points.
These guys are doing a really great job keeping it clean. Again, these cars are really sideways a lot of the time. It's easy to just go past that little edge and loop it. And they're side by side running different lines, shooting the bottom, throwing sliders.
Tater Williams looks like he's out for a Tuesday evening stroll. Oh yeah, he's a couple tenths quicker every lap. These 3 right here is a heck of a battle.
Can't look away. I think we're seeing a lot of what Shreves did last race. I think we're seeing Zach do that a little bit now, where he's just playing it cool, making sure he's there at the end. And
Oh,
see, there it is again.
Blake's up in the fence and can't get off it.
Yeah, he had to make a move there, and it just didn't work out for him.
It almost looked like a big block modified once it got up in the fence. I have a hard time getting off the wall with those modifieds.
Yeah, they really suck you in. Zach's starting to get his nose there. Peeking under Nick.
There he goes with a slider. Nick's going to try to cross him over. Good battle. Let's go back and see what's going on back here in the field. We got Randy Shreves. Looks like Jeffrey Kemper. Jeff Flaro. Everybody's spaced out pretty good back here. Ever since Blake got in the fence, he hasn't been quite as competitive. Right here's our best race on the track with 12 to go.
And just as you're saying, there's 12 to go. The leader has now caught lap traffic. So that's going to make things a little bit more interesting. You know, he's had a pretty clear path up until now, but could slow him down a little bit if he gets caught behind the wrong guy.
Ten to go. You know, I don't want to jinx anybody, but top 3 cars all have Cool stickers on the hood. I do believe that's worth 1/10 of a second. It's about what it averaged out last season. You know, we kept stats on it. I got them down in the motorhome. I'll bring them next week. All right, Zach is starting to get away from Nick.
Don't look now, Roger. Oh, Lord, that was close. Everybody cool?
Roger Craig almost took our leader out. You know what, though, Preston? I don't think you could blame him. I don't think it was going to be his fault.
I cannot believe how far Tater Williams has gone through the field. We've got more than half, or just about half the field has gone a lap down now.
That's an impressive run.
He is storming this track. He is really rolling. I'm not sure anybody could have kept up with him from the get-go.
5 to go. He still is turning sub 20 laps.
It's off to Zach Chapman and Vickery both, though. They've run a clean race, and they're still back there battling now in lap traffic. And now you start to see lap traffic really affecting some of these battles on track. Oh, we got one up in the wall.
Oh, we sure do. He's down and going.
I don't know what is going on. I don't know how we're still green, but we are still going. Tater Williams coming to take the white flag. Tater Williams throws it through 3 and 4 one last time, brings it to the checkered flag, and puts a hurting on the field for the win.
Good race for second. It'd been nice to see Blake not get in the fence where he could have competed with those two guys.
Yeah, that set him back a little bit. Not sure if he dealt with damage there or not, but I know he's running this for points as well, so sometimes you just settle for your next best spot, I think.
All right, Preston. We get Nick up. Nick's already up here. You want to go ahead and grab the first two, buddy?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Glad to. So, Nick, I guess you're doing first duty here again. Pulled off a second P3 in a row. You got to be happy with 2 podiums in a row.
Yeah, actually, I podiumed in the street stock too. I think so.
Yeah, I
Green, I
apologize.
can't
I
really
was late
complain
for
too
that one.
much.
So walk us through your race. You again another race here. You had a battle pretty much going on the entire race long.
Yeah, I felt like I was holding up Blake there, and I tried to pull low when he threw that slider because I saw him touch the wall a little bit and it pulled his nose over. So, but I think I still made a little bit of contact. So I definitely want to apologize for not pulling down low enough. But yeah, once Zach got around me, I was kind of following him, and I realized really quickly that I was giving it too much gas is what my main problem was. But I don't think anybody had anything for Tater. So, I was happy with battling with Zach and keeping him on his toes tonight.
Yeah, y'all put on a great show. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out here too before we let you go?
Yeah, once again, I got to shout out Spartan. I think I was the only one in the field tonight for the UMP, so hope to get some more guys in here for this one. After that would be VMR Raps. If anybody out there needs a rap, come check us out on Facebook at VMR E-Raps. Miriam Majado Spa, my wife let me do this. You and Roger for, again, putting on a great league. And then, of course, Andy for all that he does for the league and then all that he does for everybody else. So.
Great run, Nick. Hope we get to hear you do that spiel here again here in a few minutes.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll bring our second place finisher up, Zach Chapman. Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah, hey, what's going on, Preston? How you doing tonight?
Pretty good. So walk us through your first UMP race here at Port Royal.
Man, I'll tell you what, Tater was in a new area code, but racing with Nick and Blake, that was some of the most fun I've ever had. I mean, we were, like throwing sliders, not really touching each other, getting close to each other. That was a blast. I had a good time tonight.
Yeah, y'all did. You put on a great show, and we were just talking to Nick. Nick, you guys were battling. You did eventually get around him, but even still, he was kind of putting it to you. Did you think he had a shot at getting back around you towards the end of the race?
Truthfully, I did, because I felt like when I got around him for the first 2 laps, I maybe gapped him a little more. But then I think he figured out what I was doing in 3 and 4, and he was better than me in 1 and 2. So I was just basically trying to protect the top and hope he couldn't get a big enough run on me to throw a slider.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody was changing their lines a whole lot throughout the race. You could kind of pick and choose. Did you find that to be true, or did you just kind of feel like you were comfortable at the top most of the whole time?
I mean, I definitely felt comfortable at the top, but to tell you the truth, on that last lap, I ran the bottom in 3 and 4 to protect the slide job, and I felt like maybe I pulled away from him a little bit. I don't know if he got in the wall, but so maybe the middle was there at the end, but I was too afraid to try it with him right behind me.
Yeah, we've heard that a couple times tonight. I think it's a product of a new track as well. You had a great run. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Of course, shout out to you and Roger, man. You guys put together one of the greatest leagues on iRacing. This is so much fun. I mean, we race every night. I couldn't think of a better group of guys to race with. But then my sponsors, Coolray Cooling and Heating, Brightbox Electrical, Aiden Young over at Young Gun Creations does an awesome job on T-shirts and hats. And, of course, all my teammates at Gambler Motorsports. And I couldn't do this without my wife.
Well, you had a great run, Zach. We appreciate you stopping by, and we hope to talk to you here in a few minutes. Thanks, bud.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, congratulations, Zach. Taylor Williams, Andy Piercefield here. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good after that one.
Dude, that's a good old-fashioned butt whooping right there.
I had to open me a can. That was pretty fun. The track was real treacherous up top where I was running. So hats off to anybody that was running it up there. It was definitely wasn't easy.
Yeah, it looked like you had your hands full, but man, you were fast up there. You just lap after lap, you just kept pulling away and clicking them off. So, what was there did you feel pressured at all on the first couple laps?
Not necessarily. After I threw that slider going into one, I knew I'd just hook the cushion coming out of two and I'd be pretty good. But no, not really. I was happy to not see a caution. I wasn't wanting to restart because I felt like if we had a restart, I'd get out of rhythm there and ultimately just end up hitting the fence.
Absolutely. Well, buddy, I'm super proud of you. Anybody you want to give a shout out to and thank for helping you get that victory tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Andy Piercefield over at Coolray for all he does for me and my guys. It means the world to me. Couldn't thank him enough. All the guys back at Chip Bangers Racing for all they do for me as well. I wouldn't be in the spot I'm at right now if it wasn't for every one of them. Got to thank Austin McGlone, Dylan Perry. They wrench on my cars for me, and it means a lot to me. Got to thank Combs Cuts, B&B Baits, Bluegrass Motorsports Media, Banging Sets by CBR, and just everybody that helps me.
Awesome, Tater. Well, I know I'm super proud of you, buddy. Love calling you a teammate and appreciate everything you do for Chip Banger. And we really enjoy you over here running the Coast to Coast League. So congratulations. And hope to see you maybe run for the points this year.
I think I'm going to run for the points in the UMPs, and I may dabble in the big blocks and the late model some.
Awesome. Well, that's Tater Williams, folks. He opened up a definite big can of the old whoop butt tonight, lapping everybody up to, I believe he got all the way up to 7th place. Great job, Tater Williams. All right, we're going to take one last break, and then we'll be back with the street stock portion of the Dash for Cash, a new event this year at the Hometown Heroes here at Port Royal Speedway. This is Andy Piercefield, half of the Bleacher Bum, with John Hine hanging out at some hospital with his son tonight. And we are from Extreme E-Speed TV. Be right back.
session while you're interviewing. Could be like Coolray Victory Lane, right? Yeah, yeah, and then so I'm the yeah. Yeah. You want while we're going in 1 second. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Are we online now?
No. All right, welcome back. Here we are, Tuesday night, Hometown Heroes. Shoot, I don't know. Cooler's empty, in case anybody cares. We're going to go ahead and do the 50-50 drawing before we qualify the street stocks. They're getting ready to go out and qualify, but we know we got some people that want to take advantage of that and get their winnings. So some of the people want to go home, I think. We're going to draw a number out here. It looks like it's going to be a blue ticket. 37,495. 37,495. That's for $784.
Hey, that's me.
Preston, you got the winner.
Wait, you mail me a check?
You know what? I'm going to say this because I know you're a humble man and you wouldn't brag on yourself, but folks, earlier tonight, Preston said if he won it, he was going to donate it all to Mission 22. So we appreciate that, Preston. I'm going to just go ahead and pass the check along to them, and your honor. We appreciate it.
That sounds like a great plan.
All right, qualifying's up. We'll get the scoring tower up here. Jack Hitt's got that, what is that? That's Talladega Nights theme. Bobby Pierce ran that car paint job at the $1 million race.
So this is another new feature that we've got this season is this is the Gambler Motorsports Dash for Cash. We will be paying out $15, $10, and $5 to the top three, and every week it's a different division coming in for their makeup week for the charity week. So we'll see a different division in here for the feature of every Hometown Heroes, and there is cash on the line.
And they are. I think you may have just said this. This is a points race too, correct?
It's a points race. Yes.
Yeah. So that's for at least for the street stocks. They're opening their season with a dash for cash here.
And double points night. Well, not double points, but 2 races. So
yeah.
All right. All right. We're moving into heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 brought to us by Langton Mechanical. Lineup goes like this. Alex Pomerleau with Jack Hitt on the front row. Malaki Smith and Zach Chapman in row 2. Zach Chapman had fast time. Butch Baker and Nathan Aldrich. I wonder where in Michigan Butch Baker's from. Pat Boyce is from Ohio and Tim Chapman is from Pennsylvania, and he'll start 8th. Anybody know where Butch lives?
I don't know.
I'm from Michigan, Preston.
I did know that, actually. I think we learned that when we had you on the Pitside podcast.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
how's that new rig, buddy?
I love that new rig. The new Icon Sim rig from Rob. How do you say his last name?
Neller.
Rob's a good dude. I ended up driving down to Florida to pick that up. It was a great day. Hanging out with him for a couple of hours was a real treat.
You didn't take the production truck down to pick that up, did you?
No, we didn't have the production truck then, and Travis wouldn't let me use the good one. Extreme Esports has a really nice satellite truck. They just don't let us use it at the Hometown Heroes.
I understand.
We're on VHS tape. All these races are tape delayed. We record them in the motorhome or production truck, and then we broadcast them on YouTube. One of the features we're working on, Roger, is some different camera angles. Actually working to get a GoPro that goes on my head so that you can see it from where I'm sitting up in the bleachers.
Oh, looks like Andy nodded off again.
That's awesome.
All right, here we go. Heat race number 1. Nice jump, Alex Pomerleau. Lucky Smith and Jack. Whoa!
Oh,
Zach,
my goodness gracious.
Zach Chapman almost went up and over. Jack hits up into the fence. You ever drive these much, Preston?
I've driven them. They are a beast, especially when you're coming out of a different kind of car. So everybody that just ran a UMP race, this is a very different feeling right now. Oh, man, they're going 3 wide for the lead. Look at this.
You know what? They did a pretty nice job there getting that sorted out.
They did. They did. Bart Jack hit, and looks like Butch Baker back into the mix there. Bumping here and there, but nothing crazy. Pretty good race so far. See if we can get them to get out of line here and start trying some stuff.
Good run. We got 5 cars bumper to bumper. They're stacked up pretty good. Hit's going to drive it down underneath. Oh, he almost cleared him.
Not the slide job you want to see. He brings it back 3 wide for the lead, wrecking for 4th.
Here comes Pomerleau on the outside of Hit. We'll see what happens here. I would say Jack hit with, yep, he did. Pretty durable cars.
They do. They hold up pretty well. You can make a little contact and keep on moving.
All right, Lucky Smith is getting away from Hit now. Pomerleau's going to do a, tried to do a slide job there. That didn't work. Nathan Aldrich and Butch Baker rounding out the top 5. The other guys have all headed in to get the cars ready for probably the last chance race.
I think everybody's probably going to qualify out of the heats here when we had to get to a certain number of cars to have a consolation. I think we'll just qualify out of the heats more than likely.
Good battle up front. Hit's starting to run him down. Closing in.
It was a pretty good race. A little too much contact there early on, but overall they put on a great show. A lot of
once they got it sorted out. We got Randy Shreves and Corey Schartzer, Andrew Smith and Blake Chapman, Jeff Flarrow and our own Roger Craig, and Jeffrey Kemper starting last. Roger, what's your strategy?
Stay out of trouble.
All right, let's see what we got here. Corey Schartzer, Randy Shreves, Andrew Smith, Blake Chapman. I'm gonna go with Blake Chapman in this one, Preston.
Yeah, he was quick. I think he qualified second. But there's a handful of guys in here that I think could win this. Flarrow, I don't know that I've seen him run a street stock before, but he puts a hurting on some guys in sprint cars. And then both the guys starting up front, just starting up front is a huge advantage anyway, but both of them are quick as well. So could be anybody. Should be a good race. Is that politically correct? Just don't pick anybody.
Well, I don't know if it's politically correct or not. It's kind of weak.
All right, I take Roger.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, once we get the cars around here to Jerry Clark, our flag man, he'll fire them off with a green. It seems like they wait until they get all the way to him. I'm not sure I like that change they made last season.
I'm getting hungry just following Blake and those M&Ms.
Here we go.
Roger trying the ultra bottom there. Thought he was going to the pits there for a second. Get some M&Ms.
I've still got a few M&Ms left up here. I also got some beef jerky up here. One of the ladies that was sitting across the aisle, she went home a little bit early, but she left her snacks with me. So I got some beef jerky, and I've got some kettle corn from Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is my favorite gas station here in the South.
128 gas pumps and counting.
Isn't that crazy?
Love that place.
Me too. All my kids are going to get things from Buc-ee's this year for Christmas.
Quite the battle going up here for second, which is not far from first. So it's get a little heated there.
Schertzer's running about a half line lower than the other two guys through most of the corner. Looks like they're able to run him down a little bit, but once they get on the straightaway, he gets it up into the fence a little bit. Shreves is going to drop down. Whoa, he's
not a bit.
He got the wobblers going there coming off the corner. That puts Shreves out front. We'll see if Chapman can put some pressure on him.
Blake's really pushing him, but he just can't get that nose in there. I'd love to tell you guys what these guys are experiencing, but I don't know how to drive these cars, so I'm just enjoying the show.
Oh, we got a good battle going on back there.
Just saw that.
Yeah, me too. Let's jump back there and see what's going on.
Yeah, a little contact there. 3 wide there for a second. Got Flarrow, Schartzer, and Smith there all battling there. I don't know who's running what line. It seems like they're picking and choosing every corner.
Schertzer's running the sparkler line.
Last lap. Here we go. Back up front. Blake's throwing it up the inside, but just can't get it to stick.
No, it's going to be Shreves, Chapman, Schartzer, and Smith, our top four. Preston seems to think we're just going to go right into an A feature, but we'll see.
We will see.
You got to remember, Preston, Roger sets these races up. You have no idea what they might do.
We got one right for a change.
Hey, we went right to the feature. Roger, very impressive. We're going to stay here during warm-ups. Figure that'll help keep me awake. I want to go down through and give a shout out to some of our sponsors. We got Flatline Racing Bodies, Gambler Motorsports, Chip Banger Racing, 21 Designs, Mauer Farm Management, Magnum Race Designs, Langton Mechanical. Throw me some more. The Stephen King Foundation, Mission 22. The Setup Shop, ABR Setup Shop, Cool Ray Heating and Cooling, Brightbox Electrical, Mr. Plumber. Takes all of these fine sponsors, folks, to put this event on. Not just the broadcast, but it takes a lot of people to put this league together. There's league fees and trophies and awards and winner stickers. There's just a lot of stuff, and I believe Roger and Preston do this as a passion project more than a business. They're not making any money. They're giving it back to the racers.
Absolutely. Everything goes back to the drivers, and I want to just reiterate what you just said. We have fantastic sponsors. Every one of those companies or individuals or whatever the case may be support us 100%, and it's been absolutely fantastic working with all of them. They make this league possible, from the broadcast to all the stuff the drivers get for winning their hard chargers and all that stuff. We can't do it without all those guys, so they deserve your support as much as we'd like to give it to them. So please, if you can give them a like on Facebook or anything like that, please do that. They've earned that.
Also, a big shout out to all the volunteers, a myriad of volunteers. We have the admins, the review committee. There's people who are helping out with all aspects of the league, and could not do it without any of them. But hey, we're talking about different things the league offers. We got something new coming this season, and maybe the idea was hatched here on Hometown Heroes, and Preston and I are taking it to another level, and maybe we'll talk about that later. But the C2C Kids Club is coming.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. I think something we've always kind of had in the back of our mind that we were going to do, but there'll be some announcements coming out about that. But we'll have contests and all kinds of different things for your drivers and family, fans, kids, and all those different things. So stay tuned for that. I think it's going to have its own Facebook page, so you can sign up there, and we'll have lots of fun stuff for you.
Awesome. Sounds like a great idea. Let's see here. What do we got? Feature lineup. We have Malaki Smith, Randy Shreves, that's our front row. Jack Hitt and Blake Chapman's going to be row 2. Alex Pomerleau and Corey Schartzer in row 3. Nathan Aldrich and Andrew Smith in row 4. Butch Baker and Jeff Flaro in row 5. Pat Boyce and Jeff Kemper, followed by Zach Chapman and Roger Craig, and Tim Chapman, who I don't think fired off.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tim out this evening at all, so I'm not sure.
He ran the earlier race. Man, I need a shotter. I mean, I need some caffeine or something to help me keep going here.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this lineup, and you got some really fast guys at the front, some really fast guys in the middle, some really fast guys at the back. I don't know who to pick here.
I am gonna pick Man, you're right. It's hard to pick. I want to take Zach.
Another thing, guys, this is our first official Gambler Motorsports Dash for Cash event.
Oh yes. Oh yes. We forgot about that. It's the Gambler Dash for Cash. I've got this remote control that I use to communicate with the production truck. There we go. We got the Gambler logo up on the screen. This pays. What does it pay, Roger?
This season is paying 15, 10, and 5 for the podium finishers every week.
And it's going to be a different class of cars each week.
Different class. Every evening division will get a shot at the Hometown Heroes feature event.
Nice. Well, here we go. As soon as they get down there to Jerry Clark and the green flag, he'll wave it and off they go.
The money is officially on the line, so we're racing here. I don't know how much more intense it'll actually be, but I think you'll see guys, especially towards the end, get a little bit more aggressive. Randy Shreve's wasting no time going straight to the front.
What is going on? How come iRacing has Randy Smith a lap down? Or Malaki Smith a lap down?
It's a good question. I'm not sure. He's currently on track. Looks about what, 4th, 5th place? Am I looking at the right guy?
Yeah, it's just weird. We got a big change up going on right now.
Looks like Nathan, not sure how it happened, looped it down the front stretch.
Yeah, that's weird. The lineup reset itself and kind of got it fixed.
Occasionally, that'll happen when a guy, when their connection falters there for a second, and it'll light their name up like they're a lap down, but they're still actually in the correct place.
Hey Roger, I know you're out there racing. I guess I'll ask a question to Preston. The last year or last season we did the coast to coast driving school. Was it well received?
My understanding it was. I think there was a kind of a flurry at the beginning, and it was just steady throughout the season. But there were a handful of guys that participated. We let them choose which person they wanted to work with, depending on what their specialty was. So they're working with different cars, a lot of sprint cars, but other stuff, late models, UMPs, dirt, big blocks, those kind of things. And I know everybody that participated came out of it saying how much help they actually got. You don't have to focus on better lap times. It might be learning setups, those kind of things. But as a member, if you're racing with the Coast to Coast Racing League, that's a service that's available to you. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's just another thing that we try to do a little different than other leagues.
And all the coaches are champions in the league, so you're getting coached by the best. And we've had requests going in this week, in fact. So it's a steady, guys are utilizing it all through the season.
That's awesome, and it's free of charge.
Yep, part of your $10 driver fee. You get to drive up to 20 races a week, and trophies, stickers, and all that stuff.
No, it's can't say enough, Roger. You got a lot of good stuff going on here with the league. We're just happy to be a small part of it here at Extreme E-Speed TV.
We are certainly pleased to have you, man.
Preston, you want to call this green? Go for it, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to bring it down here into turn 4. Everybody's getting set up, ready to go. Green flag here. As soon as that thing drops, everybody's going to nail it. But Randy Shreves gets a great jump. Blake Chapman shuffles in behind him. Malachi Smith right behind him. They take off into turn 2.
Whoa, we got a big one going on back there. Did you get through it, Roger?
I made it. Passing the Rex.
That a boy. You're up 5 spots. Good looking ride. Zach Chapman's up to P6. He's gained 7 spots since the drop of the green. I only say that, Preston, because I did pick him.
I was going to avoid that topic for a few minutes. Roger's got some work to do. He's doing it. We got time. Got 40 laps here. It's a long race. That's something we hadn't really talked about. I guess a regular feature for these guys will be 30 laps, Roger. Is that correct?
Well, for the street stocks, it's 20.
20. So
yeah,
this
so
is
they're double.
Yeah, it's a double length race.
But
this is all new. The whole format on Hometown and tomorrow night with the veterans and first responders night. We got 4 divisions there too, so we may have to make some adjustments to all this. I know I misscheduled some of the races, including this one for 8-lap heats, but we will improve as the weeks go on.
You got 35 laps, Roger. You got to get up there, P1, get that $15, buy yourself a Cranmer Motorsports t-shirt.
Patience is the key, buddy. You got those Cranmer Motorsports shirts out by the trailer there behind the bleachers?
Oh, yeah. They're out there. Go get you one. $25, I think. I don't know. I don't set the prices. That's the team owner's job.
Well, just so, not to, brag on our stuff, but the Bleacher Bums have the E Extreme Speed Pabst Blue Ribbon t-shirts for $5 out at the motorhome.
In unrelated news, Cranmer Motorsports shirts are now $4.
Oh, I like that car. Who is that? 97. Baker.
Butch Baker, yeah.
That's a good looking wrap.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like yours, Roger. That looks like a throwback wrap.
You can thank the other guy in the booth for that one.
Supposed to look like a PBR logo.
I love it. I just let my attorney know that you're the one that made those logos. Oh, we got some good racing back there in front of Roger Craig. Be careful back there, buddy. They're wrecking in front of you. Shreve's looking pretty smooth out front.
This is not unlike the 401 in Toronto.
Reeves is fast. I think he's just got to settle down just a touch. He's just a little loose maybe, and I think it's allowing Blake to reel him in just a touch.
Yeah, he's got that little push loose thing going on. He's pushing going down into the beginning of the corner and then loose off.
Yeah, and that's a product of these street stocks. They can be really finicky, especially as you start to run around the slick spots on the track. You hit the wrong spot, and it just sets sail on you.
Roger Craig pulling up underneath the 514 of Nathan Aldrich. Couldn't quite finish off the pass. He'll regroup and roll around and get him again. Roger Craig with a nice little door slap. I think he's using that door slap to help him rotate the car, Preston.
Hey, I think there was a pretty specific thing about no wall riding, but we'll leave that alone for now.
Me and John try not to call out the rough driving, but
sorry. Okay.
But when Roger's doing it, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Good.
Here's the deal. It's not really his fault, Preston.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that before. Hey.
All right, the battle's heating up front.
I I was gonna say they're still just kind of maybe biding their time a little bit. I mean, they're staying close to one another, but being careful. Again, we're on lap 12 here and got 40 laps, so no reason to rush anything.
Where's Vickery?
Well, the Vickery started this race, did he?
No, it just dawned on me that he's not running this. He ran the earlier ones.
Things are starting to get spaced out here a little bit, and I think what we're going to see is, while these cars aren't as quick as the sprint cars, the UMPs, or otherwise, they're going to start probably seeing lap traffic with a 40-lap race here, and that could make things interesting as well. They're going to be running the same lines mostly as the lap traffic, so adjustments will have to be made.
Yeah, these two are definitely the class of the field. They've got about a 2-second advantage over the third place car. Looks like, what do we got here? Roger Craig is going to be the first lapped car they're going to come up on.
Story of my life.
He's consistently running that middle to the wall on the bottom line.
Wait, you just rubbing it in, or?
Uh-oh. This is going to be interesting.
Come on, Roger. I picked you, man. You got to get on.
Pedaling as fast as I can.
There you go. That's a pretty good line.
Let me know when the leaders are coming.
They're coming. They're in the same corner with you.
You know, I just watched Blake do something kind of interesting. He kind of laid back going into one, and then ended up with a really good run coming out of two. And I'm not sure he's not trying some different stuff now. And I'm also seeing some sparks come off the 56 car. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe he's catching the wall a little bit.
All right, we're coming up on halfway. Shreves is starting to get away from him. He's got about 2 car length advantage over Chapman.
Yeah, it seems kind of hit and miss. Blake will reel him in one lap, and then Shreves takes off the next. I think they're still just, we're halfway point here and just kind of biding their time, making sure the car is still in one piece in the last 10 laps.
Zach Chapman, just give you an update. He's moved up 10 spots. He's up to third spot, starting 13th. Him and Malaki Smith are having a good battle there for third and fourth. But they're a good 4 seconds behind the leaders. Whoa, Malaki Smith just stuffed it in the fence and up to the outside wall. We're going to have a yellow, our first yellow with 19 laps to go. Watch this. Watch this, Preston. Oh, he gets into Zach a little bit there. Hits the inside wall. Now watch this. Boom. That's the way I would handle that. Oh, he took a toe. All right, it's going to be Shreves, Chapman, and Chapman. I'm telling you right now, let's take a look at this. Let's take a gander. Uh-oh. Our overlay's down again. Let's look at.
I think this is really good for Zach Chapman. I think he's got something for the top two. I believe that he had gotten too spaced out up until this point.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's in good shape. He's came from the back. He's all the way up to third.
And we've seen him have success in street stocks before. If you're not familiar, it's been a couple of seasons since the Coast to Coast Racing League has had street stocks. This is a big return for us tonight. So see what Zach can do here when they come to the green flag.
All right, here we go. Stephen King pace truck is in the infield. It's going to be up to Randy Shreves to fire us off. Blake Chapman and Zach Chapman right behind him with Alex Pomerleau in fourth. Let's see what kind of restart we get going here. He fires off. Good start for our top four cars. They're all right there. Nobody runs away from anybody.
And Blake didn't lose a lot, but Shreves just got that jump at the beginning, and I don't know. He's going to have to keep it out of the wall, though. That's going to start costing him if he keeps that up.
Yep, I saw that Zach got up into the fence a little bit there. That kind of dropped him back, took him out of, I don't want to say out of contention because we have so many laps.
Yeah, it's a fine line up there. That slick streak all the way around the corner has moved way up. There's just a tiny little row of cushion all the way around. And that's real easy to put that right rear straight in the wall.
$15 to go. All right, Blake got up in the fence. That's going to let Zach close up on him.
Yeah, and just give Shreves a little bit of freedom to not push quite as hard. He doesn't have to run that super top line there. He can just kind of bide his time and at least get a couple of clean laps in. Try a few things before somebody gets back on his tail. And we got a yellow flag out here. Not sure what for yet.
You good back there, Roger? I just realized, are the yellow flags counting?
They will starting next week.
10-4. Do you find that the polished chrome wheels get hotter than the painted wheels, Roger?
Just put things in perspective. It's just, you get those races where it's a low car count, and they call up a few boys that have an old car in the barn that's been sitting there rusting for a few years, and they just get out to make the show credible. That's kind of where I'm at.
What's it say in the 4?
Where on the floor?
The 4, in your number 4 on your car, what's it say?
Preston will tell you.
I should say, I think it says Craig. I think it's the last name. I'll tell you in a second.
I think it says Bassman.
It may. That's a possibility too.
That's
an old one.
It isn't Craig. It's got too many letters.
It's the Canadian spelling
of Craig.
Yeah, there's some U's, and they love their U's.
Extra syllables.
We won't even get into the Montreal spelling.
So me and Roger were having a conversation about copyright laws earlier today, Preston.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do in the future, any ideas I come up with that we use at Hometown Heroes, we're going to include an intervention with them. That'll protect me in any patent laws.
We'll get back to that after the race.
I just don't want any frivolous lawsuits. I want to make sure everybody knows that I'm legally protected.
Got it.
All right, we're watching Roger and Craig back here battling at the back of the field with Butch Baker.
And at the front, Shreves has jumped out to a good start. Blake got a good jump on third, but still got a little bit of distance between him and the lead. So just kind of settling in here for the last 10 laps as they come to the line.
I got an idea. Let's hop in with Zach.
There you go. Zach currently running P3.
Look how hard he has to rotate that wheel to get it to turn in.
Yeah, that is one thing, and I'll give a tip away that I probably shouldn't, but you can actually, even in a fixed setup street stock race, change the steering box ratio